Okay, so this is going to be a difficult video, but I'm going to try my best to get my thoughts out there as best that I can. People have been asking, well, demanding that I say something about George Floyd. So here we go. I've seen the video, and I think it goes without saying that I am the most pro law enforcement person that I know. I am also anti-hate. I am also pro-Americans, pro every American being treated the same. So let me explain to you what I saw in the video. I saw George Floyd had the police called on him over a bounce check or a bad check. I saw in the video, a man, a black man, on his belly, handcuffed, detained. I saw a man, let's remove black out of it for a minute. I saw a man detained by the police. From a military standpoint, the threat, if there was one, was neutralized. There was no threat at that point. And so, you know, what I do know about law enforcement is it has to be provenly just the force of action used. And from what I saw in the video, I don't see any justification for a man that is detained and no longer a threat, the threat is neutralized, to have your knee on a man's neck. Especially when that man is pleading that he can't breathe. There were a lot of things that upset me about the video. It upset me that so many other law enforcement officers were just standing there, just letting it happen. It upsets me that so many people were just standing by recording. You know, I realized that these were police officers, but this what happened was wrong. It was murder. Plain and simple. That's what it was. It was murder. I will say that George Floyd deserves justice, that the police officers responsible they've been fired, but now they deserve to go to jail and prison for what they did. Wrong is wrong, no matter who you are. But I will say, again, I do not believe that this action represents all of law enforcement. I know so many men and women in law enforcement that put the badge on every day to prevent what we saw in Minneapolis. I will say that George Floyd deserves justice, but I will say that we also need to be very careful, because George Floyd is more than a hashtag. George Floyd is a person. He's a living being. And we don't need to do the exact opposite from what I've come to understand George Floyd was for. George Floyd, from what I have read about the man, was anti-violence. He was anti-division. He was all about the communities coming together. You know, protests are erupting in Minneapolis right now, and rightfully so. But we need to remember to do things the right way and peacefully demand justice. Justice is coming for George Floyd. I know that. I guarantee that. Justice is coming. But black, white, gay, straight, Christian, atheist, Democrat, Republican, nobody deserved what happened to George Floyd. Nobody's above the law. But a few horrible people don't represent the entire community of police officers as well. So what I say in this moment is that I pray for George Floyd's family. I hope that we as a society can grow from this horrific moment. And to the people that stood there recording, I don't know. I guess I don't know what I wanted you to do, because they were police officers. I get that. But wrong is wrong. And there comes a point where we have to put the phones down and we have to do something as well. So yeah, I guess that's it. And forgive me, I know this isn't the most articulated video I've ever run, but I know that justice will come for George Floyd. I know that justice will come for those officers, and I use that term lightly because I believe that they ruined their ability to be able to be called officers, because officer is a title that you earn of respect and authority, and it can very easily be lost. Officer is not just a title on a piece of paper of a job that you hold. Officer is a title of respect that you earn. And especially in this culture in which we find ourselves, what we saw in that video is the direct opposite of what we know to be true in our country. That police are pro-citizens and they're pro-Americans, no matter what your color is. But that video makes it very hard. And I pray that George Floyd's memory will go down as a moment where we change for the better. Because what happened in that video can't happen again. So those are my initial thoughts. Again, I apologize for it not being the most elegant video I've ever done, but something needed to be said from me. You guys deserve that from me. So from what I saw in the video, I saw a detained man. No matter what his alleged crime was, the man was detained, and he did not deserve the treatment that he got. He did not deserve to die. And that's it.